here we are. We're in Flagstaff. It's actually a pretty nice area. Unfortunately, you can't really tell from where we're staying because the view is not that great, but clearly we're up in the mountains here. We've got about a 5-hour drive today to Albuquerque. In the meantime, I have to have a look at the car and see if it's got a base plate installed. The dealership thought that it had a base plate. I don't think it does, but I'm not going to go and buy one just in case there is already one there. So I'm going to check that out first, and then I'll order one online if it doesn't have one. And I forgot to mention it's about 3 degrees outside, so bloody freezing cold. And I've just taken all the front off the car and put it all back together again. There's no base plate, so I need to order one, which is what I thought. So I'm going to let my fingers thaw out. Morning guys, today I'm going to be installing the base plate for the CRV. This is so that we can tow the CRV behind the motorhome. Janie's going to be running around with the GoPro while I'm doing it. She'll just take random video shots of things as it's progressing through the day. I'm not going to do a tutorial as such. eTrailers has got wonderful tutorials online for all the different base plates that they have for the different vehicles that people put these things onto. So the process for putting my base plate on may not be the process that you would need to put a base plate on one of your vehicles. So therefore it's not really much point me doing a tutorial when all the tutorials for the different vehicles would be different. Anyway, let's go and crack on and see how we go. Hey guys, welcome back. So the last 2 days I've been working on putting on the base plate for towing the CRV behind the motorhome. A nice, simple, easy job turned into a bit of a nightmare. I was trying to make tools. I was trying to do it on the cheap. Let's be honest. So the drill bits that I bought and the saws that I bought for cutting through the metal, it simply wasn't up to the task, and because of that inherent scroogey cheapiness, it made the job extend for 2 days instead of what should have probably been about 4 hours. What made it worse was the second day, which was yesterday. There was a cold snap came through, and the high for that day was 6 degrees Celsius. So I was outside working on this car, getting it sorted out and getting it finished, and probably ended up getting exposure. A little bit of exposure, not much. So here's some videos about the process that we went through on the first day. The second day it was too cold. Janie wouldn't come out and take any photographs or video. It's not quite finished yet. I've got to trim the bumper a little bit, and I've got to replace some of the plastic plugs that you stick in to hold the whole thing together. Hopefully I can find a Honda that's got those. Anyway, here it is. Thanks. Alright, so the first step is to take the top cover off. That's just got 7 push pins to remove. I've already removed those. So this just lifts up at the front and slides forward. That's it, it's out of the way. Okay, now our CRV's got this cover at the front. This is to stop stones and chips and things like that. This is not usual on the front of the CRV, so I'm going to take this off, and when we're going to be putting it back on, there's going to be a requirement for Janie to do some adjustment down here to the cover, because we're going to have the connectors coming through the front here, but I'll leave that up to her because she's the the wizard when it comes to making holes in fabric and then stitching it up so it doesn't all fall apart. Okay, so we've taken the skirt off the front. Now the next step is to take the bumper off. So that's going to remove this, the grille, and all of this around the base here as well. So that's our next step. So I'll get that off and then we'll have a look at what we're playing with. Okay, so now we've got the bumper assembly has all been removed. As you can see, there's the bumper in here. It's actually got this little bit of polystyrene here, which I wasn't expecting, but I'll have to take that off before we get into it. And this is where we're going to be mounting the base plate. So we have to cut a piece off this here so it lines up with this, and we've got to cut a piece out of here as well because it slides all the way back into here. Okay, so I've already marked off where I'm going to be cutting this. We're going to be cutting across here and down through here, and then this little tab off here, a little V there, we're going to remove that. We're going to cut through there, and then this piece is going to get bent over. We're going to do that on both sides, and then we'll find the whole thing doesn't fit and my wife will kill me. At this point I had drilled all the holes through the frame, and we had mounted the base plate to the frame. I'd also removed the steel bumper off as well to give access to the bolts. So as mentioned previously, the second day of the base plate installation was really cold. It was 6 degrees, I think, or 9 degrees was the highest that it got to. I managed to get it all done. Here's a shot of the car out the window because, quite frankly, I don't want to go outside at the moment because it's 4 degrees. So it's still not quite finished. I need to get some more of the little rubber or little plastic clips to hold the bumper on, and I need to do some trimming on the bumper. But we do need to use the car to go and pick up some other bits and pieces, and I need to take the bumper off again once to do all of the lighting loom. So basically the car ends up having like trailer lights on it. So anyway, there we have it. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. As usual, if you did, hit that subscribe button, which is somewhere around here, maybe here. Cost you nothing. See you next time.